people, you know, sometimes when you're following your purpose in life, everybody has a purpose. We're all born into this world with a purpose. And I gotta tell you, that energy, they want to keep you in the energy. Some people say, like, this earth is supposedly hell. I believe it. I believe it. I believe there's a spiritual side to hell, and that when we leave this place, we're by the time of death, we're supposed to fulfill our purpose, and then that's when we ascend to heaven. You know, but I'm just saying, like they say, this is, oh, this is hell because we're constantly fighting good and to not allow those things to destroy us, and to not allow those things to get in the way of our spiritual growth. And that's why no matter what chapter, what stage you go through in life, and you're fighting your way through the freaking matrix, you got to be able to love yourself. Love yourself dearly. Love yourself deeply. I'm telling you guys, because it is real. It is real. There's people, you know, people will prey on your downfall because people have different types of energy. They will carry different types of emotions of jealousy, enviness, hatred, depression, you know, and these attacks that they send our way and blockages are not meant to destroy us. Well, for them it is, but we are supposed to take that and change it, flip it into our power, and navigate into a higher frequency. And we're supposed to use those things. I close my eyes because I could really get in touch with, you know, my thoughts and my emotions and whatnot. It's something I always do when I do like my meditation and prayers and stuff like that. I'm not trying to be a preacher or anything. Just to make that clear, I'm not a part of any kind of religion. I'm just spiritual. I believe in Jesus. I believe in Jesus. I believe in tarot readings. I believe in the universe and the powers of the earth and how it sustains life for us, you know, and Jesus sustains life for us also. So I'm just saying, when you're trying to escape the matrix, sometimes people are going to want to keep you trapped and bound into their ways, so that you don't end up pursuing your purpose. And a lot of the time it's about manifesting your way out of certain situations. You gotta pray, because there's power in prayer. There really is. There's power in prayer. That's why everything is connected. Everything is connected. The Word of God from the Bible, you know, it talks about the how the tongue and the words we speak, you know, it can be deadly, it can be joyful, and there's power in a word of prayer. And the universe talks about it too, like the words we speak and what we put out, and how people manifest things. They manifest different things, and the words they speak. So I'm just saying, the words are powerful. So I should have had me a coffee. I'd be laughing, you guys. So yeah. So there's power in those things, in those words. And one thing that you can do when you are living a life that you are not enjoying, you are not happy, is praying and grounding yourself. When you ground yourself, the universe hears you, feels you. You're making that time for spirituality. When you go out into nature, they know what goes on in your life. So I'm just saying, it's very important to keep your spirit strong. Spirituality is important. Spirituality isn't just a religion. It's doing different things to keep you spiritually alive. And when you take care of your spirit, when you take care of that spirit, you become awakened to everything around you. So always love yourself, lots and lots of love. Give yourself a hug. So yeah, I'm saying like the thing about spirituality, another important thing is forgiveness. Through the matrix, there's gonna be people, you don't want to engage with people that are like angry and upset and whatever, you know. You don't want to engage with those type of people, because then you'll be trauma bonding. It kind of pulls you when you're trying to ascend and go up out of the matrix, away from the life that you don't want to live, away from the certain people and different energies you don't want, that were just devastating to you and whatnot, that always hurt you. You want, why would somebody want to live in a community or around people that were constantly attacking them? Don't do that to yourself. That's torture. Don't. Love yourself. Love yourself enough that you don't want to be bound and kept in around that. So I'm saying, always keep yourself strong and forgive yourself and let it go. Don't trauma bond with certain people. But yeah, so it goes much more deeper, the matrix. When you're over here and you're doing evil shit, you're working for the devil. You work for the devil. If you think about it, like, you're blocking other people, preying on their downfall, making up gossip. People used to freaking start arguments with me and say all kinds of crazy shit to me. Hateful, wish you were dead, chase me with knives and whatnot. Like, I didn't even do anything to them. And then I would react and defend myself and call them evil. And people would take that little section and try to use it to destroy you, your reputation. So I'm just saying, when people are not pursuing their life purpose and they're seeking to destroy you, it's usually because you're pursuing your life purpose. You gotta be, they want to test your resilience and keep you in the matrix. So when you do evil things are the work of the devil. It says it in the Bible. It really does. But the cool thing, I would talk about, like, revenge. Yeah, there was a lot of times I sought revenge myself with people, but it would always come, something bad would always come back to me. Attacks, spiritual attacks, or different things, bad things happening in my life. So it's what I've learned is it is better, much more better, to not seek revenge. If they want to lie and cause chaos and confusion right in your face and be all dramatic and emotional and emotionally unbalanced, did I say right? Emotional, yeah. So let them. Don't feed into it.